Hey guys, so today we're going to look at the first touch, kind of like Messi. I made a video before, but this is kind of revisited with the inside of the foot, and then I'll do something with the outside of the foot. So let's first see the inside foot. Just a little bit annoyed. When I go in against the wall, generally I find it's more challenging to throw it because there's more pace as it comes down. If I try to kick it like this and have a pass this way, generally I need to kick it really hard for it to be challenging. Otherwise, there's not enough pace in the ball. So that's why I prefer throwing it. So you notice as the ball comes, it doesn't really bounce too much, and I'm instantly landing on my foot. So I don't waste any time trying to adjust my footwork or my balance, and I can immediately, make the next pass or take a touch and dribble. So the couple principles is for the most part, I would try to aim to hit touch between the side of the foot and the sole of the foot. So I kind of like almost like tilting my foot outwards this way, so it kind of exposes the sole of my foot, but not all the way. So it's kind of like in between. And then you kind of notice like my foot, I'm trying to tilt it this way, so like there's no chance of it going under my foot. And also, like, you see my leg, it's kind of extended out straight this way. It's not like curved that way. So it was kind of curved at the knee. Like generally you can't really like tilt your like ankle up, so that's why I try to extend my leg. And the final note is, for the most part, just kind of like jump onto your like onto, in this case, my left foot where I'm touching the ball, because as I mentioned, as soon as you touch the ball, you want immediate control to make your next move, because I find like a lot of players, what they do is like, they kind of touch the ball and then they have to regain their balance. But here, like, if I'm trying to fall onto my left foot, I don't waste any time. Now you don't have to jump aggressively, so you can vary it depending. So like if you're running really hard, you might want to practice like jumping like a bit more aggressive, and landing like at this point like completely on the ground. But I think as long as you're just making that motion, and most importantly keeping that leg straight and that ankle tilted, that's good. I find the leg straight outwards is quite important. When you put it like curved at the knee, like generally you can't get really good contact with the ball. What I mean is, like, especially with the side of the foot and the sole of the foot, you can't really contact that area. So as a result, a lot of times the ball kind of like bounces up and down like this. Now, what I've been working recently is touching the ball with the outside of the foot. So, a lot of times, like when I'm running down the wing, depending on how the defender's positioned and how I'm positioned, generally, like, I want to touch with the outside of my strong foot rather than the inside of my weak foot, depending on the angles. So, let's see how I control the ball here. Okay, so you notice, like, as I touch the ball, you see the ball instantly goes like onto the ground. It doesn't bounce up, and I'm immediately touching the ground so I can make my next move. So I've been watching a lot of clips of Messi, how he touches with the outside of the boot. It's kind of hard to say because you're not very close up, but there's generally two ways he touches it. So this is the first way I think he does. So I need to find another clip where I can see a closer view of him touching it this way, but it's kind of similar to the previous clip, it's just reversed. So generally I have my leg up straight up this way, and it's you see my ankle, it's tilted up like 45 degrees, so the ball doesn't roll under. So generally I try to hit in between the side of the outside of my foot, like in the side and the sole of my foot, you see here. So it's like kind of like in between, like right on the edge. So again, just gives really good control. And with my leg extended, I kind of like extended a bit more out this way rather than this way, so I can expose this part of my foot. Because I think if I do it this way too much, then like it goes too much to the side. So as a result, like when the ball like hits, it kind of like bounces out this way. But if it like touches more of the sole, I can control it, and then it doesn't really bounce. And just like before, kind of like falling onto my foot, you can adjust the aggressiveness or how far you like leap, or how soon you do it, depending how fast you're running, or how aggressively you want to touch the ball. But I think just at the very least, just do a light like hop. That's enough, as long as like, your leg is extended out this way, and in this case a little bit out this way, so you expose like this part of your foot between the side of the foot and the sole of the foot. So you can kind of see like as soon as I touch the ball, you see like my foot's tilted this way, and then as it comes, it kind of looks subtle, but it's a little more tilted, like I guess clockwise, and then goes down to like kind of brush the ball so it doesn't bounce up like this. I also want to play this clip of Suarez touching the ball with the outside of his foot. Now, before I play this, I just want to note like the ball's more traveling, like kind of like in front of him rather than to the side. And watching Messi again, like I played Suarez because this is actually a good angle, close-up shot of him touching it this way. Couldn't really find Messi doing it, but let's play this clip. Yeah, so as soon as the ball lands, like you see Suarez is like hitting the top of the ball and kind of with the pinky toe, rather than like the side of the foot and the sole of the foot. And then you can see his ankle kind of turns in and kind of like tilts in this way to adjust for the ball. And he's running pretty fast, but he's kind of like jumping onto his foot, so he has immediate control to do what he wants, or in this case he just takes a touch to the open space. So that's something you can practice and see if Messi does something similar with this ball trajectory. Seems like he does, but I'd like to practice and also see if we can find a better clip. One shot, that's all you got. Take it right now before you get lost. Yeah, one shot, that's all you got. Write your own story. You control